Hello friends, welcome to video 5 for Unit 4 Planning. In this particular video, we will try to understand the meaning of an objective. An objective basically indicates a goal towards which the efforts of the organization are directed. An objective is the start point of planning and the end point for which an organization exists. In fact, it is these objectives, a kind of standing plan, which are repetitive by nature, that helps us in concentrating the resources and efforts of the enterprise. Now, in this particular video, we will understand what is the meaning of an objective, what are its basic features, and the different types of objectives that exist.
Now let us look and try to understand what an objective is. According to Coons and O'Donnell, an objective indicates the end point of a management program. To further elaborate, objectives represent the beginning point of planning. They are indicative of the specific goals for an organization and highlight the endpoints for which an enterprise is set up. The very first feature of objective states that it is set by the top management. Though planning is an all-pervasive function, it is usually done by the top-level management. The top management sets up these organizational objectives, which act as reference points to concentrate resources and efforts. The next feature states that objectives are plans which can be easily converted or interpreted in quantitative terms. For example, an increase in production from 5,000 to 8,000 units in a month. The third feature of objectives highlights that it should always be linked with a time limit. Say for instance, in the last example, there has to be an increase in production of 5,000 units to 8,000 in a month. Similarly, 500 units of television need to be assembled by evening 5 p.m. today. The next feature states that objectives have to be definite and achievable. Vague objectives do not serve the purpose of the organization and they have to be stated in terms of a particular result. Further, objectives have to be achievable. These objectives must be set after considering the feasibility of the means to be employed for achieving them. Thus, we see these are some of the distinct features of objectives which help to generate meaningful efforts in the organization. Now, let's look at the types of objectives. Objectives can be classified into different categories, such as the enterprise objectives. These objectives are broad by nature and have a broader perspective, say, for example, increase profits. Another category is that of the departmental objectives, which are relatively more specific when compared to the enterprise objectives. Say, for example, the marketing department decides to increase sales by 9,000 units this September. There are the sectional objectives as well, which are further narrow in nature. For example, the packaging section decides to pack 150 units daily to meet the target of 9,000 units sale in September. The individual objectives are the personal goals that each member of an organization would like to achieve, such as higher salary or promotion, etc. Thank you for watching. Do subscribe to the channel above.